Right now, Kevin Durant is probably better than LeBron James at the game of basketball. Before I get into what I love about Durant's game, I must admit that Bron might be the best passer and have the highest IQ on the court that we've ever seen. But other than that, KD probably got Bron beat pretty much everywhere else at this point in their careers. He's always been a better shooter than Bron, but now KD's game is evolving. He's getting to the rim at will. His first step might even be better than Bron's at this point. Though he's at least 50 pounds lighter than Bron, KD is even more willing to get in the post than Bron, who's becoming more and more of a jump shooter as he closes in on finishing his 16th season. KD's a better defender than Bron at this point. He plays harder for 48 minutes. The effort is never questionable. Putting Durant on the free throw line is never suspect. Trusting him with the basketball in the clutch is never suspect. Now, I said all that to confuse you with my bottom line. LeBron James overall is still better than Kevin Durant. I know you're like, what? But you just said this, you just said that. You just said he's better here, better here. Welcome to my platform. On my platform, we do not reward guys for not challenging themselves to the best, most elite level possible. Though I believe it was a bad choice, I can't ignore the fact that LeBron opted to challenge himself by joining an unmotivated young Lakers squad who hasn't won anything as of late. It might be dumb, but at least it's challenging. I can't ignore that KD could have went to Boston when he was a free agent and took over the Eastern Conference. I can't ignore that he plays alongside another MVP. As a matter of fact, the only unanimous MVP in NBA history, to be exact. I can't ignore the fact that he plays with the greatest shooter in NBA history. I can't ignore that the Warriors look average when Steph is not on the court. It's not about KD. The most important Warrior is most likely Steph Curry. I can't ignore the fact that to the left of Durant is Klay Thompson, arguably a top 5 shooter of all time. Combine that with former All-Stars Draymond Green and now DeMarcus Cousins. Damn, Durant, you making this hard for me to acknowledge your greatness. You are great. You're just making it hard for me to acknowledge it. Let me make this clear. I'm not mad at KD for joining the Warriors. Do what you do. Get your rings. Because honestly, the media and the fans was going to always hold that over your head if you didn't win. You see how they do Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, Dwight Howard, Charles Barkley, and a multitude of others. But in regards to individual accolades and who's better than who right now, until Durant challenges himself more, there's no way I can reward him individually when he opted to join the best collective unit possibly ever assembled. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now,
Mr.Taliaferro.
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 Mr. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV, here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.